on screen next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready? 22!
They begin the drive with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Middle.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Pick that off.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And the Rams had 3 and 8 on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Pick that shit off.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. They will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The first time they had the football wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and
Get that bitch.
spots and get your offense moving.
Dancing to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. If you look at this Browns defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking.
Get that bitch, man.
Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Man, nigga, pump fake. Give me some time to get back there. Huh?
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing. And
There we go. Still knock that nigga out the way, man.
And seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. Stays on his feet.
You go,
and
Chubb.
he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives.
Get that nigga up.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Like, it's still a player with that dude, boy.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give up the middle to Williams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Big 20. 40 got. 40 got. Zebra. Hey, 70.
Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively
that
that they want to
nigga.
insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
No.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun, here's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. York now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Rams nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at about the 1.
Ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Reset. 24. Hey, 24.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They go with Chubb on second down. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there,
Williams loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's 2nd and 3. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. So he stopped for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Stafford looks to throw again. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The 1st half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard.
26. Alert.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
59. What are you hot?
Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Rams first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Alert.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The York on now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Hey, 54.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stafford on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood and new. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Cleveland.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
What a waste of time.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And quickly they get to the line.
That's another.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
51, Rams nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Stafford. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And Watson's going to throw it here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
58, Rams nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
65, Rams nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about